everybody. My name is Judy Kurtz. I'm the Vice President here at M&D Commercial Group, and I'm sitting here with Bingham. He is the Economic Development Director of Crandall, Texas. And thank you for coming in.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So we're going to start off and just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
What brought you to Crandall, kind of a little bit of history.
A little bit of, personal history with me. Economic development was kind of a career transition with me. Before that, I was in legislative affairs, and Crandall was the first place I went to. Actually, next month will be my 4-year anniversary with being in Crandall. So I started right about a month and a half before the pandemic hit. So
wow.
Yeah, that was a real interesting time for the city. So, but in a lot of ways, what we thought was going to be a detriment to the city ended up being very good and very positive with our growth. And when I came, we were looking at, in the greater Crandall area, an influx of about 10,000 houses, and that number jumped from 10,000 to about 30,000. So with even more to come after that. So.
And what do you think attributed to that? The lower price of homes, people staying home, working more?
I think the lower price of homes, kind of getting beyond this idea that development just keeps on going further and further north. Kaufman County, even when I first started, was an extremely high growth county. Now it's the fastest growing county in the United States. I can't even keep up with some of the numbers, and most of the recent ones that I saw had Kaufman County had at now over 180,000 people. The recent census estimates had us at about 173,000 people. Now that number has jumped. Sometimes I can't even get accurate numbers, and the numbers, like I said, just keep going up. So.
I know, it's amazing, and that's what we were just, you and I were talking to before this, is that we're just trying to bring awareness to the Kaufman County area. With the growth in all the homes that are going out there. I think you said today there's like 30,000 planned for the next 10 years.
That's correct.
And so obviously with that, you need commercial, services to, serve all these people who are going to be living out there. So tell us a little bit about what's going on commercial-wise.
Right now, we're seeing a large increase in retail growth. However, this is what I will say commercial-wise, as you have said, that there are a lot of those that the people that work in Crandall, the people that work in Kaufman County themselves, a lot of them commute, and that congests our highways. For instance, I know I happen to live in Forney, and so the number one complaint in Forney is people trying to get out of town. Luckily, they're widening Highway 80, which is the primary route out of town right now, but what is keeping a lot of people on that road is between the hours of 6 to 8 a.m. and from 4 to 6 p.m. coming home. That's your very high congested area. Yes, it's like that for most everybody else, but the number of employers in Kaufman County with a large growth in your population, really commercial investors have an opportunity to invest not only here, but also to make sure that your labor force is very close by, which is, of course, an extremely important thing if you're running a business or if you're a primary employer in almost any way, in almost any field. When you're talking either light manufacturing or even some kind of office position as well.
Right.
So you really have an opportunity to tap into a new labor market with people coming to Kaufman County. Crandall being that next phase of where that's going to go. We still have an availability of land. A lot of it is slated for new residential growth, but we still have a large availability of land for growth in a commercial and industrial sector. So It's an opportunity, a great deal. The land prices still are not terribly expensive. They're starting to catch up, but we know that it gives you a good opportunity, especially if you're a commercial or industrial developer, to really consider a location to Kaufman County. Yeah,
and so what industries would you say are a high priority right now?
Obviously, generally, the labor market, you're still looking at those with HVAC repair, those that require maybe not necessarily a college degree, but those that require, some kind of associate, some kind of a professional certification. Anything with advanced manufacturing, we see that as a very positive growth. Obviously, the medical sector, data centers, of course. The possibilities are very much endless, especially there in Kaufman County. But based upon our demographic, we think those with a little bit more with the technical certification, that would probably align really with what Kaufman County would potentially have to offer.
Okay. What about like restaurants? Are you guys trying to pursue any type of restaurants in that area, or is that kind of later on? We are. We think that's going to happen a little bit later on, but right now our real
what we're really trying to pursue right now is, of course, we're a small community right now with an area population of 30,000. Our city proper is just shy of 5,000 people. But we know that there's going to be a demand for, kind of your big box stores like grocery stores or something like a Walmart, Target, that kind of market. And we think that Crandall is really a good fit for that. And based on some of the retailers, they have had a very big interest in that, of course. So we know with that will come other types of restaurants in the area as well. But yeah, we do, of course, have a desirability for a product like that. And we are starting to see an increase in demand in that. I have some of the businesses that have moved to Crandall over the past few years would like to see an increase in that. They are still going elsewhere to places like Forney and Kaufman and Seagoville in order to find dining options.
Right. So tell us about kind of the infrastructure or, the bypass, the outer loop, all that stuff that's going to affect, just the accessibility to Crandall.
We are very excited. Obviously, we were growing a little bit faster than we anticipated. I think that's most cities, though, in North Texas and pretty much Texas in general. But we really do have a good transportation plan, and I feel like we're kind of ahead of the curve with where we should be. For instance, our main thoroughfares throughout the city, we have no highways in Kaufman County that run north-south. Eventually, the outer loop project, which is, I think, right now slated, but don't quote me on this, is supposed to split Crandall and Kaufman. We're really excited about that, but we know that's going to be some time away, so we don't have a north-south freeway. We do have farm-to-market roads a lot. Our large one, FM 741, is slated for expansion. FM 148 there's a bypass that will be constructed because right now FM 148 is a windy road through the city.
It is.
That is going to change very soon, and the bypass is currently under construction. What we're excited about is they're elevating 175 to create opportunities for commercial development at that intersection of 175 and 148, where it's a little bit of heartache right now to deal with the construction. We know that that's going to be something very exciting coming, but that road is supposed to be slated for completion in November of 2025. And once that happens, we have 2-lane access roads in Crandall. TxDOT will do a new study, and then those 2-way access roads will go to a 1-way access road. Crandall, this is how fast we're growing. There's not even so much as a single traffic light in the city, which is...
I didn't even realize that, and you're right.
That's correct.
Wow.
There is not one in the city. We know that we are candidates for those. TxDOT is hesitant to put those in because we know the infrastructure is going to change. So
True.
Still, we're waiting a lot for that to happen. So maybe we're looking at 2026, those access roads going from 2-way to 1-way access roads through the city. There's the access road on the north side of 175 in the less populated part of the city. They just recently changed that from a 2-way access road to now a 1-way access road. But through the city, it's still 2-way. It'll likely be that way until the finish of the bypass, but we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, great. What else can you tell me about Crandall? I mean, I know you guys have probably one of the only golf courses out in that Kaufman County area, correct?
That is correct. Any of the other, it's a very good public course that there's no other product that's like that. Not even so much in Kaufman County, but you have to go down to Cedar Creek Lake to find another golf course of a quality like what they have at the Rusted Rail, or down to Ferris to the Brickyard. That would be any place that would be the closest for a golf course like that. We're really proud of it. It's a very exciting. And the owners of that, Brandon and Amy Barber, they have put in a lot of investment into that golf course, and it's a fantastic facility. They really do keep the greens looking absolutely sharp, and even when you see gray grass around everywhere else, they really make sure that the greens are watered and very well taken care of.
See, so if you want to go check out Crandall and you love to golf, there you go.
It's a fantastic course.
It is a beautiful course. It really is. Well, great. What else can you tell me about Crandall?
Sure. Well, before that, let me talk about the golf course one more time. On the 6th hole, there's an old water tower. It's called the Rusted Rail because there was an old railroad that used to run through Crandall. And the old railroad water tower is actually on the 6th hole of the course. And so if you're a really fun golfer, you might be able to bank a shot off of it. Don't tell them that I told them that. No, but it's really, really exciting. But what else we can talk about Crandall besides, the incredible growth? Like I said, there's opportunity in Crandall for not only just your access of labor, Our school district is growing a great deal. It's got about 8,000 students now. When I first arrived in Crandall, it had just become a 4A school district now. And if the threshold numbers to become a 6A school district didn't change, it would have been a 6A school district.
Yeah.
It is growing like crazy. It kind of slowed down a little bit. Obviously, not as many people buying homes with the higher interest rates. We know once that starts coming back down, we'll start growing again, or growing much faster again.
Schools.
Yes, and they will need to definitely start building more schools.
Yeah.
Right now, they have a total of 9 schools with several more that are on the way. So they're having to look at this, and so we're really busting out of our seams right now in Crandall, which is both exciting, but can also create, like I said, a lot of frustrations. So
yeah, definitely. Well, it seems like you're doing a great job there.
Thank you.
If anybody wants to get in contact with you, do you want to?
Sure. You can reach me. My email is cbingham@crandalltexas.com. You can also go to our website, crandalledc.com. We also have a Facebook page, a LinkedIn page. So I encourage you to follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn. As well as you can also reach my office too. Our number is 972-427-3771 and an extension 107. So,
well, great. Well, anybody, looking for a new opportunity in commercial real estate to build, develop, I really highly recommend that you check out Crandall, Texas. Talk to Casey. Quit going north. Go east. And we thank you so much for your time today,
Thank you. It's a pleasure
Casey.
being here. Thank you.
All right.